This is Ed Jenkins, head football coach of the Charleroi Cougars. This week on Charleroi Football Weekly, we're going to interview Coach Don Squinta, the offensive coordinator, and highlight Chase McKevitt, junior center, and talk a little bit more about the upcoming game against Mount Pleasant. Welcome to Cougars Football Weekly. Joining us here this afternoon is Chase McKevitt. Chase is a junior, starting center for us, 2-year starter for the Cougars. Chase, thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Chase, we've gone through 3 weeks now here in the season. We've had a tough 3 weeks, kind of run the gauntlet through our schedule. Talk a little bit about where we've gone as a football team, what we've experienced as a football team, and how we're going to find our way out of this.
Well, so far, week 1, we came into York, and we had a little bit of a disappointment. We didn't play as good as we could have, but we went into Jeanette, and we improved. And Washai, we improved a little bit on offense, but we still need to work a little bit on defense. But our offensive line's coming together real good. We're starting to gel a little bit, and that's what we need. And we're getting ready to make a run down the stretch.
We talk a lot in our program about running the football. We put a lot of emphasis on being able to run the ball, establish our offense in that sense, and you're kind of the cornerstone of our offensive line, the only returning starter from last year. Talk about how important it is for you as kind of the veteran player on our offensive line to help the other 4 guys get in sync so that we're efficient.
Just knowing from experience, high school football is a lot faster than what anybody else on the offensive line has been used to. And for them to kind of just get used to it has been a big adjustment. Looking at the first game against York, we had no running ability whatsoever pretty much. And then against Washington, one of the best defenses in the conference, we were able to run the ball against them. So if we keep on getting better and we keep on getting more experience, then by the end of the season we should be fairly decent, and coming into next year we're going to be all returning starters, and you guys better watch out.
All right, Chase, looking forward to Mount Pleasant, another good football team. It seems like that's the way the schedule keeps going. This conference is made up of a lot of good football teams. Obviously we're going to prepare and do the things that we do best, but you've seen some film. Give me your assessment of Mount Pleasant and what type of football program they are.
They're very consistent over the years. They run the same things. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. Their offense is very similar to Jeanette, and we've seen their same type of defense against Beth Center, so it's nothing that we're not used to, and we should be able to come out and perform how we are able to perform this week.
Good defensive line for Mount Pleasant. Could give us some problems up front. What are the things that, when you come against good defensive lines, some of the things that you use as a player to help you throughout the night when you're playing against good guys like that?
Proper technique is the main thing that everybody should always use, and just keeping your head in the game. If you get beat one play, just move on, and there's always a play after that. You just got to keep on playing. That's how I look at it.
Good enough. Chase McKevitt, starting center, Charleroi Cougars. Chase, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. All right, welcome back to Cougars Football Weekly. We're now joined by offensive coordinator Don Skunda. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You know, we've been at this now for quite a bit of time. New offensive system we've asked our players to learn. You know, talk a little bit about the system and how our players have adapted to the system, and you know, where we are and really where we still need to go.
Well, it's, you know, starting in a camp, it's a new system for everyone. It's not a numbered system. And on offense, we call set routes. Our plays are set plays, but we have multiple formations. We have multiple sets. So it's an adjustment for them. They are gradually getting better, especially the offensive line. There's, at Washington, they seem to start gelling. We got some first downs. We scored a couple touchdowns. They seem to be starting to understand the process right now.
You know, we talk about the offensive line. You coach the offensive line. It's a young group. Chase is the veteran on the group in his second year as a starter. But we have guys like Zach Blystone coming across the offensive line, who's a sophomore. Mason Thomas is a sophomore. And then on the other side, Braden Shepard. All guys that are very capable but young. What are we doing to bring those guys along and prepare them for better things ahead?
Well, each week we have set drills that we work on. Different stepping drills, different drive blocking drills, pass blocking drills, and then we get into the film and we study the film offensively. You know, I take the offensive line and we look at film, we break it down, and we go over the film, and then we have a game plan for it, and we have them understanding what their role and what their assignments are each and every week.
Yeah. Moving forward, you know, we have another tough task this week, as you well know, breaking down Mount Pleasant. Tell us a little bit about what you see there and how we can maybe attack their defense.
Well, they're very strong up front. They're very big up front. They're linebackers. They're very pro read run. So we're going to try to attack that. We're going to be physical up front. Try to run at their linebackers. And we're going to throw some play action. I think that with our up front guys understanding their assignments and able to get to their linebackers, I think we'll be successful.
Tell me a little bit about, you know, we obviously, you know, you and I have been friends for a long time. You live in Clarion. You make the commute down, you know, to Charleroi to be with us and coordinate our offense. Talk to me a little bit about that. Some people may look at that and go, wow, why does a guy come from so far away? You know, tell us a little bit about why you want to come to Charleroi, why you're here.
Well, you know, I was coaching up north, but sometimes it's not about the distance or money, or it's about willing to help young athletes. Being that I knew you for a long period of time, we talked it, we discussed. There was no pressure put on me. I met with the kids. They're very good young men, and I think that we can make a difference, and that's what I'm here to do, is try to make a difference with them. Sounds
good. Well, listen, I appreciate the sacrifices you're making. I appreciate the effort you're giving us as the offensive coordinator here, and we're definitely making a difference, Coach. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank today's guest, Chase McKevitt, and Coach Skunda for joining us on Cougars Football Weekly. This is Coach Ed Jenkins. Next week, Jeremy Salou will be back with us, and we look forward to another great show. Enjoy the game Friday night, and go Cougars.